Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Aurora 4X C#. So, last time we attempted and then proceeded to fail miserably at the whole invasion in Pi Libre. Because as it turns out, the NPR that is there has decided that they don't care about space, they just want to have a ludicrously strong army. And so we need to deal with that. And that largely involves rebuilding our army. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't think a single rebuild of our army is going to quite cut it to actually be able to punch through. So, we might need to build two of our armies. Of our, what is it? It's, is it brigade or no? Division. We might need to build basically two of our entire army divisions. You know, and obviously, you know, with all their subunits and everything as well. But yeah, it's not gonna be fun trying to do that. If I'm being completely honest. It's gonna be a bit time consuming. So that's gonna be a little bit. We'll see if, you know, my attempted invasion and completely irradiating their world will get them to decide to try to fight back somehow, but I'm not really counting on it. I think they're going to stay on their planet and just kind of let the radiation kill them because it's going to hurt quite a bit. In the meantime, you know, we've not really checked out 55 Botus ever since we originally ran into the raiders there. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead and take a gander out there and see what it's like. Because, you know what? Why not? We need to figure out some stuff to do, basically. So, speaking of that, we're going to go ahead and rebuild our Explorer. Because turns out we will be doing some more exploration. As we also obviously continue to build stabilize all the jump points that we need to before we can. Okay, what's going on here? How have you already exceeded your deployment time? Oh, Saisetti. Yes. When your deployment is exceeded, overhaul at a colony. Actually, you know what we're going to say? Do a refuel, resupply, and overhaul. That should be fine. This is the only downside of, you know, having them work that way. But that'll have them stay as well. Oh yes, and we forgot to also reassign labs. Let's go ahead and correct that. Go ahead and dump them all into the thermal sensors. Yeah, that's the only downside of our destroyer escorts. They're not really designed for being out for very long. When we do a refit for them, we're gonna probably reconsider their deployment time. But I don't think the overhaul should take very long, at least in theory. Okay, second tug group is done. They are still waiting for the other one to finish. But they should be done by the time they get here. First tug group, once you're done, go through and stabilize that jump point on the other side. Uh, 55 Botus. The guys did arrive. I don't think the game paused when they arrived, however. Which is why I had not issued orders. No, you guys can't even do that. Just do a move to location. How long is that going to take you? About 3 days. Okay. And I mean, I can pretty much guarantee the guy who was here is not here, and there's nobody here anymore. Yep, that would be correct. Okay. So we can consider this system to be secure. So let's go ahead and swap it off from being a military restricted system because it no longer needs to be. Turn your actives off. Oh yes, you guys can't come back home. Yes, that presents a bit of a problem. Because yeah. Yeah, we never stabilized the jump point on this side. So yeah, they can't come back right now. We can temporarily resolve this as well. The tug should be ready to go relatively quickly. Build a space station. Jump stabilization. So you guys move to location there, but obviously you can't do anything until it's actually built. Okay, those guys are done. Who is this escort for? The salvage fleet? No. Cargo fleet 1. We'll put them in there in a little bit. A jump stabilization finished. That is the EM. Really wish I had better people when it came to construction and production. It would be absolutely wonderful if I did, but unfortunately I only have one person who's actually any good. Put those there. Let's have Ivan here go and improve our terraforming, I guess. And we're just kind of stuck waiting for October to roll around. I'm pretty sure it's October of this year, right? And Alpha Centauri still can't settle on a climate. Or, well, excuse me, terrain. Because it keeps switching between like 3 or 4 different options. New shipping lane. It's admittedly not super helpful, for being honest. Okay, and you still have 13 days until the other one finishes, so I'm going to tell you to just do a move to location. This is 117. Gets us to here. Still another 26.5 to go. Don't worry, once we get the jump stabilization ships, this will all go just a tad bit faster, because they have a slightly better thing on them. Okay, now the question is, will the Saiseti group go and return to its orders? To which the answer is a no, it will not. Unload all minerals, refuel, resupply, cycle orders. Admittedly, we're going to have to adjust. Well, we're going to have to actually delete this template at some point in the future, because eventually we will get around to actually getting the automated mines onto Saiseti A1. And another guy in Lalande. Okay. His path got a little screwed up. Oh, no, is he not? Where are you going? Is there a civilian there? There's a civilian there, isn't there? No. What the hell is he doing? Why is he sitting right there? That is the weirdest place to sit. There's no civilians there. I don't know what I'm observing here. But for some reason there is a Tekka that is deciding to just kind of sit there. Up there we go. Now he seems to be coming for us. There we go. Was he picking up survivors? I'm pretty sure that was far enough, or long enough ago that I don't think there should be any survivors still there. I mean, I could certainly be wrong about that, but I don't think there should be. What was that? There was a pop-up. Oh shit, is there two? Or did we get new intel? Oh yeah, oh god, they are pulling out the works here, okay. They're bringing in Agatas. Which means troop transport. How many guns do we got on Lalande? 40. 40 25-centimeter railguns. I think you guys are gonna be fine. I have you set to target the largest ship first, so you can at least take care of the troop transport, and they can't take over my automated colony here. Thank you very much. Got a little bit too close for my liking, personally. Also, you know what? You guys should probably just always have your actives on. Like, there's, like, no reason for you to not have your actives on in your guys' case. They look to have changed their mind. Which, if they did, that's great. Jesus, it takes forever to get maintenance supplies. We really need that tech. When is that supposed to be done? February. Let's wait a little bit longer just to see if they turn back around or not. I think they might be pissing off. Yeah, it looks like they've left. Wonderful. Oh, good. You guys finished your orders. Which would indicate that actually the other tug group could have made it here. I just didn't realize. that they would be able to. Let's go back to Lalande so we can keep an eye on it. Jump shock, that's fine. You guys will get over it. Luckily, you guys have a fair bit of maintenance supplies, so you'll be fine until I can eventually get somebody out there to allow you guys to come back home. There we go, that's the Abnaki. Attach. Third group. Do I have some maintenance supplies? I do, wonderful. Alpha Centauri, Lalande. Eesh. Um, you guys are gonna go with them. At least out to Lalande. Question is, who's gonna be fastest? For one thing, I need to readjust your guys' actual orders. So, 1 second. Detach that. Otherwise, it's not actually gonna do it as I want it to. Here. Tractor any ship and fleet. Wonderful. Now your speed is your actual speed and not 0.1 kilometers a second or whatever it was. Completely misspelled that. You are to go with Cargo Fleet 1. And let's head back out to Lalande. It's a question of whether or not they're going to actually fly through the jump point into Alpha Centauri or not. What I am going to have you guys do, though, is I'm going to tell you to fly out to the planet and just sort of see if we pick them up on the way at all. Neutronium has been depleted on Alpha Centauri B3. That is civilian issue, not mine. We don't seem to be finding them, so don't know where they ran off to. But they're not here. Ready to fly up to New Sculptoris and then fly back down to Alpha Centauri and sort of, kind of run the triangle there. Our group is almost into Lalande. There is our science ship. Where are you? There you are. Detach. Of course, we don't have maintenance supplies still, so I'm not going to send you out yet. I mean, the last that we saw of them, they were flying down to the jump point for Alpha Centauri. I have zero clue if they entered Alpha Centauri, but if they did, I imagine they would have probably been wreaking havoc, and so we would have presumably detected them just as a result of that. And yet we haven't. So I don't know where the game sent them off to, but I think we can probably come back home. Keep actives on until you get home, though. Damn, you guys got home a lot faster than I expected. But then again, I think it's a case of Earth was close to the jump point, so... Okay, there's better thermals. Not that that really matters. Let's go ahead and get the ground stuff going. That's all gonna finish very quickly. What I tell you, a lot of these should not take very long to finish. Long's thing looks like it'll be the core command vehicle. So just have our best people continue to research those. And we have a Charog that has been detected in Sol. And a Charog means... Where are you? As I was saying, a Charog means... There's going to be escorts, because there's always escorts. Except for when there isn't, but there's almost always escorts. Okay. Contacts, fly up here, 200,000. Go and have some fun. How long do you figure that'll take you to get to 34 hours? Three-hour increment, because the game... Actually, I think the game might be taking into account that they are technically flying towards us right now. Which, if it is, that is very nice. I never really paid attention previously, but if it is taking that into account, that is great. Okay, they've picked us up and they said, screw this. Which is not a surprise, because we knew that that's how they're going to react, because that's how they always react. Go for the Tekka first. Open fire fleet. Go for the Tekka first. Open fire fleet. Always double check that these guys don't have targets, because I don't need them firing missiles. Go. Hits, hits, hits. Tekka down. Switch target. Yayk. Go. Switch target. Charg. God damn, he ain't dying. There we go. That took significantly longer than I would have liked and used up all of our maintenance supplies. Of which we don't have anywhere near enough for how much we're going to need. Salvage fleet. Got some wrecks I want you to pick up. And how close are you guys to being done? You still have a ways to go before Quick Reaction Force 2 can finally come back. Okay, salvage fleet is here. Earth. Unload all ship components. Unload all minerals. And then fly out to Lalande. And then fly back. There's the core command vehicle. Dump a couple of extra labs onto the division command vehicle. Not that that really matters. It's basically done anyway. Okay. Almost done. We can update our templates and rebuild the army. Wonderful. Once you're through, this is this one. Once you're done, go here. Ah, wonderful. The Yakman's finished. These guys are going to go and join Jump Command. Yeah. What do I have in terms of maintenance supplies? Still not nearly enough. Yep, definitely still not nearly enough. It's getting better. Not really, because our production is still the main bottleneck. Active labs on Earth. What do we have them do, though? Do we see about getting better armor? I think we do. Question is just who do we have do it? We have a 26 slabs, 10% bonus with Selena here. Or no, excuse me. Melita, rather. Or we can have Amando here with his 19 labs, but 30% bonus. Let's see. That puts you at 25,080 every year. Or 21,840 a year, which is a pretty decent increase. So we're going to go with that. But Amando, because I got 2 spare labs that are doing absolutely nothing, I'm going to go ahead and give you the cloak sensor reduction. You can go ahead and take care of that. In the meantime, Salvage Fleet 1 has arrived. Unload all ship components and unload all minerals. Wonderful. 10 centimeter railgun, scrap. Scrap all their stuff so we can get the small amount of minerals that we get each time we do that. And there is our maintenance production. That'll help a little bit, but it's not significant. Let's see. So annual production is 37,800 now, which really is not nearly as much as it sounds like it should be at the end of the day. Also, we're going to go ahead and kick the fuel refineries back up as well. Let's go and get that done, and then I think we're going to see, where is he? Here we go. That will be done April of next year. Do we go for the further maintenance production rate? I think we do, once we have the spare labs. That'll help us out quite a bit. We'll check how many maintenance supplies we have once the game pauses again. Oh, the Londe finally went out. We got 2,000. Which ain't nearly as much as it sounds like. Where is our explorer? No, come on, explorer. I need you to just focus on resupply. God, you're gonna take forever, aren't you? How many frickin' supplies does the damn thing have? It's probably way too much, isn't it? Yeah, kinda. It's got 11,000. She doesn't really need, being honest. Yeah. It really doesn't need that much. But so, yeah, we're gonna be waiting a little bit. Gotta wait till July so we have some labs freed up. Quick Reaction Force 2 has arrived, and of course they've taken all of the labs or all of the maintenance supplies that had been produced. In the meantime, and I'll take care of updating our army templates off screen. Because, quite frankly, it is not the most interesting. That was Tug Group 1 that finished. Take you 35 days. Wonderful. Stabilize there. Second tug group, once you're done, go through and stabilize the other one. They're basically just going to keep leapfrogging one another. And Tekka found around Alpha Centauri. And the mineral group is currently on its way down. But the Tekka should enter weapons range, I think, before our mineral group actually arrives. So this will not result in any potential issues. Because we're just barely faster than them with those freighters that we're currently using. Now, one of the questions is going to be, are we going to kill you before you potentially try to fire on the terraforming stations? Because we've lost a terraforming station over Alpha Centauri before. Nope. Okay. He's dead. All done. No worries. Pull up this. Oh, actually, he just finished. Never mind then. I was checking to see how much longer we had until it finished, and then it happened to finish right then and there. Okay, never mind then. Out of curiosity, how good is this active sensor? It is 26 million kilometer range. Okay, so yeah, our buoy is nowhere near it, which I guess isn't a surprise, considering that is a 50-ton. Well, technically it's a size 1, but it's a 50-ton sensor. That up to 10, which isn't terrible for a size 4 missile. What happens if I get you up to an 8? Kind of dabbling over here with the missile design thing. Like the largest I can put on a size 8 missile would be an active sensor 3. Okay, game, what did you do? Thank you very much. I don't know what the hell you did there, game. Which will get me up to a 15 million kilometer range. Isn't terrible, necessarily. Yeah, I'm thinking we might redesign our buoy deployment craft. Especially because it hasn't really done anything yet anyway. To potentially outfit it with size 8 missile. Well, buoy, rather. One thing I do want to check. That needs to be corrected. Because we clearly have that fuel efficiency. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay. Apparently I forgot to update that over here. We also look to have solid core antimatter, so again, update. Excuse me. The engine is not that, but the power plant is. There we go. Damn, that is a significant frickin' improvement in speed. Internal confinement fusion reactor is a 20,000 kilometers, but slap a solid core antimatter, all of a sudden it jumps up to 30. Does that still limit me to, oh, no. Okay, can I get, how far can I push it? Looks to be 3.4, which gets me up to a 16. Also would indicate that these things need to be upgraded as well. Because apparently they have the wrong information. Why did you not detect that as already existing and just swapping out the... Game, usually you're smart about that. Well, not game, but this software. Usually you're smart about that. But for some reason, for these, you failed to detect that stuff. And I don't know why. But okay, that's fine. We'll ignore it, I guess. Because it doesn't really matter. Technically, you should be an 8 now instead. So I can either go with a 16 kilometer active sensor. Okay, for some reason this thing is not working. Usually I can just hover over this and it'll correct it, but it's not doing that this time for some reason. So I can either go with a size 8 16 kilometer range or a size 4 8-kilometer range. There we go. Well, some of them are working. This one still isn't. There we go. Nope, now you're not working. Why? You know what? Fuck it. Thing just doesn't want to work correctly. We'll let it act up if it wants to be that way. But yes, so... Okay. So, gonna have to make the decision on that. 8 kilometers is... Or, excuse me, 8 million kilometers is probably realistically fine. The grand scheme of things for what is supposed to be a buoy. That's largely just meant to be deployed around the jump point. It doesn't need ludicrous range. Because I'm not planning to, like fill an entire system with those. It's mostly just meant to be around the buoy to give me some early warning. Oh, I still have 2 free labs. Well, so one thing that should be noted is that EM sensor sensitivity is very important to your active sensors. It has a pretty decent effect on these. So we're going to go ahead and I think dump the remaining labs into that. And any labs that get freed up are going to go ahead and get dumped into there as well. We have 3,000. Maintenance supply points available. We're going to be waiting a while until we actually have enough maintenance supply points. Because it all takes forever to build that supply back up once you have depleted it. Especially when you have been researching the tech to improve your production. Because you kind of figured, oh, we'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. Well, it turns out there is. Edit demand 92 automated mines for Venus. Earth says, I've got your 92 automated mines. Why do I have a spare? I don't know why there's one extra automated mine, but there is. No, I usually try to go for even numbers. But somehow we ended up with a spare lab. Or automated mine. I have zero clue as to how that happened, though. Tarug. Okay. Which a quick reaction forces actually has maintenance supplies. The answer to that is none of them. None of them have maintenance supplies. So... Carrier Strike Group 1 it will be. Do we use the missiles? Fuck it, we use the missiles. Gonna tell these guys to keep their distance. At least initially. Also, how long is it gonna take you guys? There's no way in hell it's gonna take you 13,000 days. Absolutely no frickin' way, that's right. Why are you guys reporting as if you're traveling at 1 kilometer a second? But that's gonna be it for this part. We'll take care of that next time. So I'll see you all next time. Quick reminder, if you want to stay up to date with the channel, my go-to place for posting about channel updates is on my Patreon, or not my Patreon, my Discord. There's a link to that down below in the description. But yeah, don't know why those guys are reporting a max speed of 1 kilometer a second. That makes 0 sense, but okay, game.